Hey you guys, what's up? I hope you're having a wonderful Friday. It's me again. I don't really make videos that are too personal. I really try not to because they're public and the whole world can see them. But I'm actually going to talk about something that's not necessarily personal. It's actually pretty general. Something I've noticed and been really irritated by throughout my 20s in the dating world is that a lot of people, not even just mostly guys, okay, let's be real, it's mostly guys. But there are even some girls that are it's starting to go up in numbers with girls too, who just quote unquote are looking for friends with benefits relationships. Like I even took this class last December, that ended last December, and it was about, and we even talked about the benefits and disadvantages of friends with benefits relationships. And literally like 90% of the class was into the whole friends with benefits thing. And I was probably the only one, like the main advocate against it. And it just makes me so sad that I feel like our generation has lost so many traditional values. And of course, like back then, like the early 1900s, of course they had their flaws and people cheated and it was just probably like more insidious. Like the relationships were not necessarily much better. But then again, there's a great portion of them that are, and it's evident today in all the couples that have been together for so many decades. And okay, and just because couples are together for a long time doesn't necessarily mean they have a healthy relationship. However, there are a lot that are really healthy that I've witnessed, like firsthand, my own parents, and I've just seen other couples that have been together for a long time. And yeah, they have their fights. Yeah, they bicker. That's totally natural and normal. But they still know how to maintain a long-term relationship. And there aren't games. There's no cheating. Like they're loyal to each other. And I just think that's so valuable. And I think that so many of us have lost the sense of what that is. A sense of what that is, and it's just dumbfounding that there's so many young people roaming around, and even people that are like not considered young, but they're still relatively young, like in their 30s and 40s, that still act like that still just treat people like they don't have the value that they really have. And I don't understand the concept of friends with benefits. I've never willingly participated in a friends with benefits relationship. I think it's so damaging. I think it's such a waste of time. I think it's useless. I think it's not really a friends with benefits if you just meet someone and you're offering that. Like, that's not a friend. You just met the person. You don't know them. You haven't established a real friendship. A lot of guys mislabel it because they just want to take advantage of you. And they want to be like free to have their cake and eat it too. And it's just disgusting. It's like the easiest way out of having to work hard towards something that's valuable. And again, it's like disheartening. And I just see a lot of people advocating for it, and not even just girls, but I think guys lose out on the end. Like guys, of course, aren't allowed to express their emotions. Generally, they're gendered to be these, the only way that they can express their emotion is through anger and sexual things. That's something that's just realized in our society through gendering, through social construction, the social construction that is gender. And it's so upsetting. Like, there are very few guys, very, very few guys that I've met that seem to exist that are actually looking for something real. It's just hard to find the guys that, you're actually into that are into you. And even, again, there are even a lot of girls. And notice how I'm saying guys and girls, like not ladies and gentlemen, because I really feel like they don't deserve the respectful titles of like ladies and gentlemen, because I feel like those guys and those girls wouldn't, those grown-ups, don't treat people like that in any form. And I've even had close girlfriends who've done this to guys, and I'm not even involved in those relationships with those girlfriends, but I still get mad because sometimes those are guy friends that I know and I respect. And it's just to me, it's so disrespectful to just kind of go out there and be like, yo, I don't really care about you, but like, let's just mess around. Like, let's just use each other. I don't see this going anywhere. Like, why would you waste your valuable time? You know, time and time again, speaking of time, we're taught that time goes by like that. It really does. Like, life is short. And to sit around wasting your time and energy and emotion with people that you don't see a future with is so disgusting. And I just really, even though they don't deserve our forgiveness, like, even though they're not sorry, I really just pray that I can find it in me to forgive them, and that I just pray that they get the karma that they deserve, because they really deserve a big heaping of karma for just leading people on, stepping on their feelings, and for just acting out just so immaturely. Like, it's so okay. Here's one thing. Like, it's different if you're actually friends with someone and you really do have a mutual understanding and you've really been friends for many, many years and neither of you have honestly felt anything emotional or romantic towards each other. And even then, there's still a risk of that developing when you get physical with one another. Okay, like, that's a different scenario, and that's a real quote-unquote friends with benefits. However, what we're being offered, us ladies, what we're being offered in our day and time is something that has nothing to do with that. Like, there are just these strangers that are coming up to us and saying, hey, let's, like, do the thing for free, like, without... It's kind of like just, like, going into... To me, it's like going to a restaurant and being like, yeah, just give me, like, unlimited, like, entrees for free for, like, a year. And then, like, you get me, like, you get my presence. And, like, maybe one day I'll start paying for the meals and bringing in more business for you. But it's a risk you're going to have to just take. But, like, most likely it's just me, like, sitting there eating your entree every day for free that you're going to put your labor into making for me. Like, where's the logic in that? Like, where's the actual benefit in that? And, like, who's to say the person that's going to the restaurant isn't going to start, like, getting hungry for other meals besides the entree? Like, it's... Where's the logic? Like, where are people's intelligence, like, and respect for other people, human beings? And I just really feel like I don't belong in my generation. And of course, like, I'm generalizing. Of course, not every single human being that's my age thinks like that. Like, I have some close friends that don't think like that don't treat people like that. And I hold on to them, you know, very dearly. I respect them so much because the vast majority are not like that, again. Just keep that all in mind. I hope you start to think, if you sway on the side of messing around with someone just to mess around, like, really try to respect and think about other people's feelings. It might be hard for you, but they matter. They're important, and your emotional health can start damaging you physically if situations become too stressful. So that's my input. I have a lot more to say about it, but it's already been like 8.5 minutes. So have a wonderful day.